Winnipeg, Kinchlow, Kenton, Newberry, White Pine, Wakefield, Watton, kind of scary. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man.
Hi, this is Jim Islip with MSU Extension, and this is What's Up at UPREC on June 3rd, 2020. Today we'll be taking a look at the SARE-funded research project here at the Upper Peninsula Research and Extension Center in Chatham, Michigan.
UPREC Farm Manager Paul Naasz will provide a few comments about the project.
All right, well today we are getting ready to start our second year of the SARE feedlot project, comparing grass-fed cattle to grain-fed cattle. And we're standing here in the heifer barn. We just got done weighing up these cattle. We weighed them yesterday and we weighed them again today so we can get an average weight to start the trial. Later on this morning we'll be going and getting our grass cattle in the barn, getting them weighed. We weighed those yesterday as well. And then we're going to sort them into their different reps. We've got 3 different reps for each group, and we'll get the trial started.
The feed ration for the feedlot cattle groups in the project is mixed using the center's feed mixing equipment. This equipment was formerly used to prepare feed for dairy cattle. UPREC staff member Darren Tinner will describe the feed mixing operation.
Darren, can you tell us a little bit about how this feed gets mixed?
Yes, we got pallets for protein pallets. I'm not sure what they are, I guess. Pallets for them, and then we got a pile of hay behind Jim there, and we got corn and dry corn in a bin, and then we use a skid steer and put the pallets and hay in separately, and the corn from the bin comes out of the auger into the mixer. And we have a formula sheet on the clipboard there Paul has for each, to raise them up each cow, for each cow, or they're all group cow, but then we run it out of the mix it in the mixer for 5 minutes or 3 minutes or something. Then we run it into the feed cart and feed it to the calves.
Now we'll leave the feedlot cattle group and have a look at how the grass-finished group in this project are getting started.
The grass-finished group of cattle in the SARE project are going to be run out of their pasture and over to the beef handling area where they'll be weighed up for the beginning of the SARE project. Here they come. This is a group of cattle that are pasture-fed, grass-fed, as part of the SARE-funded project.
This project is also comparing 2 different breeds of cattle, Akaushi Red Angus crossbred cattle against straight-bred Red Angus cattle. The Akaushi breed is part of the Wagyu line of cattle known for their high marbling tendencies.
They're on their way down to the beef managing area where they'll be weighed up. The cattle are now at the beef area where they'll all be weighed. Later they'll be sorted into groups because this is a research project, and the cattle are sorted into smaller groups so that statistical analysis can be applied once all the data is collected.
Dr. Isabella Marciel is a postdoctoral researcher at MSU, assisting Dr. Jason Roundtree with this project.
Station Manager Paul Naasz is taking pasture measurements using a digital rising plate tool or pasture meter. These will be recorded as part of the research project. And in the distance, Isabella Maciel, a postdoctoral researcher with Dr. Jason Roundtree, is taking pasture samples, which will be sent in for analysis, a regular forage analysis, plus fatty acid profile. The groups of 10 animals in each rep are moved to a new fresh paddock every day. Every 2 weeks, the pasture is measured with the pasture plate.
So this is our watering system for the cattle. We have these small tanks. They've got Hudson valves in them, and that fills about half full. We've got a tank in each replicate, and those water tanks are plugged into an above ground water line that we have traversing the whole system, and they just plug in. It's a pretty neat unit. So when we get ready to move, we can just unplug them, and we have these quick coupler valves about every 75 feet, 50 feet, wherever we need them, and we can go all across the farm. We have about, on the Uprec farm here, we have about 4 or 5 miles of above ground water line.
This is day one of the trial. The cattle are being moved up from the beef area right now, and they'll enter into these 3 paddocks. Here come the second rep, up from the beef area. Here comes the third and final rep, up from the beef area and out to their first pasture paddock. And here we have the 3 reps of grass-finished beef as part of the SARE-funded project. That's what's up at Uprec today on June 3rd, 2020. Hope to see you again next time.
Gastronema, Brimley, Tapiola, Munising, Gulliver, Mohawk, Garden Corner, Paulding, Painstick, Paradise, Epithet, Bay Mills, Crystal Falls, Manistee, you want to bet? I've been